I was bedridden for all 9 months. I was puking every single day. I was pumped with hormonal injections and I was forced to quit my corporate job. If you have hormonal imbalance, you don't need 20 minutes walk or just yoga. It's not going to help.
Okay.
You need the right exercise. We have more than 500 women who have conceived naturally after failed IUIs, after failed IVF. But the sad part is that it's not being taught. So women are told difficult words, your AMH is low, your prolactin is high. You correct your lifestyle and your hormones are balanced.
Perfect. Hi everyone, welcome to the Storyteller Studio. So today's guest is someone really special. She does such good work for all the women out there. Someone that I really adore and admire. Welcome, Aarti.
Thank you, Poonam, for having me here today.
Thank you so much for coming and talking to our viewers.
All my pleasure.
So, Aarti, tell us more about yourself.
So, Poonam, I'm 43 years young. I'm a mother of two. I have a 16-year-old beautiful teenage daughter and a 12-year naughty son.
Wow.
And I run a mission which is dedicated to women. It's called Freedom from PCOS. That's where I've dedicated my life to. And the mission is to ensure every single woman lives a medicine-free life and enjoy a hormonally balanced life.
That sounds so good. My
Thank
God,
you.
some good work. So, Aarti, tell us, when did this mission start about helping 10,000 million women? How did it all start?
Well, Poonam, I was all of 23, got married, and at 24 I conceived, and I conceived naturally. And I used to always feel I'm very healthy. My myth got broken when I went to the doctor, and I had complications after complications in my first pregnancy. I was bedridden for all 9 months. I was puking every single day. I was pumped with hormonal injections, and I was forced to quit my corporate job. And I felt my life has come to an halt, and pregnancy has become a sickness. And I so wish that someone had trained me how to conceive, what should be the do's and don'ts, but there was nothing as such in our times. I'm talking about 2007. And when I now connect the dot back, this is when it all began, because I had felt depression through my bones. I was doing nothing. I was, just taking care of my child, crying, cribbing to my husband. I was miserable. The only thing that got me out of it was my passion for dancing. So my entrepreneurial journey began at 2010. I started with a small dance academy. I used to teach salsa, bachata, merengue. Then I took it a notch up and started a fitness club in Pune by the name of Fiber Fitness. But I always felt that there was something missing. It was only fitness, but not holistic journey. And I was working on myself, researching, and realized that to have your hormones balanced, there is a whole process of 5 pillars that I was doing it on myself. And when I conceived for the second time, I had a beautiful pregnancy. I was dancing, I was smiling, I did not pop a single pill, and I said, this is it. This is what I want to give to every single woman who enjoys life this way. And that's how the mission Freedom from PCOS came into being. And it's been 5 years I'm running it. We have more than 6,500 women who have reverse disorders like PCOS and thyroid and fibroids and endometriosis and infertility. So, Poonam, we have more than 500 women who have conceived naturally after failed IUIs, after failed IVF. So that's what I bring to table.
you get so many blessings with it.
I always tell this, Poonam, that the thing that I'm earning the most is blessings.
That's what you need in this world today. So, Aarti, what exactly are hormones?
A very good question, Poonam, and I want every single girl who's listening to it to know. I wish it's taught more in school. So, hormones basically are molecules of fats and proteins. Right? But it's very important to know, Poonam, that if you're angry, if you feel like crying, if you feel like laughing, if you feel like energetically going out somewhere, everything in our body is controlled by these hormones. So how you eat, when you eat, what you think, how you sleep, and what is your mental well-being condition. All of this controls the secretion of your hormones. So the beauty is that if you are able to balance your hormones, your life will be beautiful, you will be energetic, and you'll be, medicine free. But the sad part is that it's not being taught. So women are told difficult words, your AMH is low, your prolactin is high. But basically, what is it? The secretion of certain hormones is not happening the way it should. And why is it not happening? Because your lifestyle is not in the right manner. You correct your lifestyle and your hormones are balanced.
Oh, it's just by correcting your lifestyle.
It is that easy. But imagine if a doctor says that, how are you going to spend thousands there? So there's a lot of complicated word. But in the simplistic language, a right lifestyle equals to right hormone secretion equals to no disorder in the body. You'll have glowing skin, flowing hair, you'll have ideal weight, and you'll never pop a pill.
Wow, Aarti, that's so much good knowledge that you're sharing with us today.
Thank you.
Aarti, you just mentioned about lifestyle changes. Can you put some light on it?
Sure, Poonam. So when I say you work on your lifestyle and every single hormone will secrete the way it should and you'll feel blissful, you'll feel energetic, what does this lifestyle comprise of? Number one is eating right. Now, unfortunately, there is so much influence on Instagram. Someone says aloe vera pee lo, someone says jeera pani le lo, and women are just following it blindly. When I say eat right, I'm not saying you need avocados or you need olive oils. आप घर का खाना खाओ, रोटी सब्जी दाल चावल fruits nuts seeds, but आप सही समय पे खा रहे हो क्या ये खाना? Because all of us have Jathar Agni, digestive fire, which is in sync with the sun. So if you're eating the right food at the right time, you're secreting right hormones. इतना simple है. So number one of lifestyle rule is, am I eating the right food at the right time? Then I'm secreting right hormones. Second, after eat right comes move more. Now again, you would see a lot of women going down for 20 minutes walk. You're doing certain yoga asanas from YouTube. If you have hormonal imbalance, you don't need 20 minutes walk or just yoga. It's not going to help you.
Okay.
You need the right exercises. Right? So you need to do HIIT for your fat loss. You must do power yoga to strengthen your reproductive system. And you must do medical yoga, which are specific asanas during your period days. Now we are different than men. We have a menstrual cycle that comes every month. How are we taking care of that every single month? So eat right, move more, then breathe aware. Now glands secrete hormones. So if your glands are not getting oxygenated blood, the right signaling is not happening, they will not secrete quality hormones. So are we consciously giving breathing to our system, sending oxygenated blood so that they get the signal and they secrete hormones? So breathing consciously, pranayamas are very, very important part of your lifestyle. Eat right, move more, breathe aware, sleep better. Now, how many women you know, your friends who will scroll through the night, watch Netflix, and while watching you feel, अब नींद आ रही है, अब मैं सोती हूँ.
मैं खुद वैसी हूँ.
Thank you for being honest.
I myself need to get into this program, I feel now, after hearing to you.
But that's not helping your hormones because the light that comes out from that screen is equivalent to sunrise. So melatonin, a beautiful hormone that is supposed to take you into the deep sleep, doesn't rise. Okay? Now what are doctors giving you? Melatonin tablets. ये खाओ आपको नींद आएगी. But आपके system में वो अपने आप secrete होगा. आप phones को बाजू में करो, curtains को लगाओ, and go into your sleep. So we provide Yog Nidra, a track that activates your parasympathetic nervous system and puts you into the deep sleep cycle.
Okay.
And that's very important, Poonam. Why? Because that's where your mental detoxification is happening. That's where your healing within is happening. That's where all the systems are getting the rest and the repair that's needed. So eat right, move more, breathe aware, sleep better, and the most important pillar, mind free. How many women are overthinking, are stressed, are anxious? How many of them have heard their husband saying, "तू पहले जैसी नहीं रही, तू चिड़चिड़ी हो गई है." वो ऐसी रहना नहीं चाहती है. But she doesn't know the solution. What is the solution? There is so much stored within that we are not releasing it. So very important thing in your lifestyle is, are you releasing your bottled emotions? Right? So when you work on these 5 pillars, you take care of all that is there in your system to work well.
Aarti, but women only go through most of the things, na? मतलब most of the drama अगर ये women को ही bear करना पड़ता है.
See, the word you used also is drama. And this is what is associated to women. But किसने बोला है उनको सफर करने, Poonam? And that's what when I ask my girls, what is stopping you from taking action? आप overthinking के through जा रहे हो, आपको stress आ रहा है, आपको anxiety आ रही है. जब तक आपको बाल झड़ते हुए ना दिखे या आपको बाहर वेट बढ़ता हुआ ना दिखे या आपको एक्ने ना दिखे, आप डरते नहीं। बट आप इंटरनली जो महसूस कर रहे हो, आई हैड अ गर्ल हु वाज ऑन 10 years on antidepressants. 10 years she felt that she has no one to listen to, but she took action for herself. She said, no, I'm going to work on myself. Why are we not taking that action? Because from childhood, Poonam, our conditioning is family comes first.
Yeah.
Then kids come first. Then
I
work
agree.
comes first. When
I
do
agree.
we put ourselves on priority? And the day women will start putting themselves on priority, everything else will fall in place. Because when a woman of the house is happy and healthy,
Yeah.
she makes the entire family happy and healthy.
I
और अगर
agree.
वो चिड़ी हुई बैठी रहती है तो पति को भी अच्छा नहीं लगता है. And that's why I was telling you, when you know on day one, I invite husbands also to come and share what do they want the pain to go away from a woman's life. Now they are struggling with infertility. 10 years they have not conceived. The woman is not getting periods or she has fibroids. But you know what the husbands tell me, Poonam? आप ना इसका बस गुस्सा कम हो जाए, ये अकेले बैठ के ओवरथिंक करती है वो कम हो जाए, अचानक 5 साल पहले वाली बात याद करके झगड़ने लगती है, and I am helpless. So it's not that men don't want to help their wives. They are clueless because the woman herself is not taking action for herself. So हम बेचारी खुद को बना के रखें या अपने लिए एक्शन ले और हैप्पी लाइफ जिए, एक ही लाइफ है. The choice is always in our hands.
I so agree to this. And I would want all our women listeners, please start taking care of yourself.
Absolutely.
And the men, the husbands also look into it.
Yeah, I agree.
Aarti, what are these common symptoms that a woman faces?
A brilliant question, Poonam. So there are about 8 to 9 symptoms that you should look for, and which are so obvious that we ignore them, but that's our body screaming for help. Okay.
Acha.
Number 1 is acne. If you are getting a lot of acne, 1 or 2 acnes before periods is absolutely normal. But you're getting a lot of painful acne, or you're getting a lot of boils on your chest, on your back, it's an indicator that you have excessive testosterone in your body, which is a male hormone. So what does it do? It goes and sits on the sensitive areas of your system. It could be cheeks, chin, chest, back, and it tries to really secrete the pus out. Now, what do? We go to dermats, or we start doing peels, or we look at Insta, start eating gummy bears. It doesn't help. What helps is the lifestyle. You improve your lifestyle within, and you will start having clearer skin, because all of us should have clean skin.
Okay.
No one should have acne.
Acne.
You cannot say I have an acne-prone skin. You need to understand that you have hormonal balance within. Number 2, hair fall. How many times we have blamed the water of the city, or our age, or our pregnancy? If that was true, the entire Mumbai would be bald, right?
Yeah.
So why is that certain women have hair fall and certain don't? Again, the same culprit, male hormones, they go and they sit on the roots of the hair, Poonam, and they weaken it. So hair fall starts happening. The beauty is, the minute you are internally taking care of your hormones, you start having regrowth. At 43, I have 0 hair fall. And it is possible. So your age or your pregnancy or your city has nothing to do with your hair fall. It's just your hormones.
So are there some typical foods that you suggest?
No. Very good question, which is all lies. Anyone who's telling you, ye kha lo, wo kha lo, papaya kha lo, alsi kha lo, usse baal nahi jhadenge, it's not true. There is not a single food that helps. There is a combination of foods at the right time that helps.
Oh, wow, man.
So why do you think they start selling you these things? ये gummy bear के अंदर ये XYZ है. It's all temporary. The minute you stop eating that, the hair fall begins. The minute you keep eating that, your hair fall stops. And that's what the market wants, to make money on you. So they'll keep selling you product. The time you're eating it, it shows effect. It is all banded solution.
Oh,
so acne,
hair fall,
weight gain. जब हमारी लेडीज कहती है मुझे तो हवा से भी पेट बढ़ जाता है, or you have this all the belly fat, right? It is insulin resistance. Insulin is again an hormone. उसका काम क्या है? आपकी बॉडी के ग्लूकोज को एनर्जी में कन्वर्ट करके अपने सेल्स तक पहुंचाना. If it's not able to do its job properly, you have insulin resistance. Now what are we doing? We are going on crash diets, we are exercising, but we are not working on that culprit, insulin. The minute you balance it, you lose your weight. You don't have to go on crash diets. You don't have to starve yourself to become fit. You need to understand that body is asking for help. Right?
Body.
Then it is mood swings. if you're someone who's not able to respond and you're reacting, बहुत जल्दी रोना आ रहा है, बहुत जल्दी गुस्सा आ रहा है, बहुत जल्दी चिड़चिड़ हो रही है, it's a sign. It is not normal. And it is not true that सारी औरतें इस दुनिया में mood swings के साथ रहती है. No. Have you met someone and you say, यार ये इतनी happy कैसे रहती है यार, ये हमेशा इतनी खुश कैसे रहती है? Because she's taking care of herself. And all of us should be happy. Not mad happy कि हर वक्त हंस रहे हो. You know, like, no. But you're in this life,
Yeah.
you all will have stress. We all will have stress. But are you able to take care of that stress and demark is the key. So if you're having a lot of mood swings, ask yourself, there is something your body is asking. And very, very important, Poonam, is your periods. And I would like all the audience to know there are certain parameters in periods that it should know. Your period should come anywhere between 28 to 35 days.
Okay.
Okay? You should bleed minimum 3 to maximum 7 days. If you're bleeding less than 3 days, it's a sign of scanty periods, not good. If you're bleeding more than 7 days, again, excessive bleeding, not good. You should have painless periods.
Okay.
There is nothing called as PMS. It is all a marketing gimmick to sell chocolates, and you don't need any pampering, and you don't need to pop maftals or be in your bed. A little discomfort is what a woman should have. But you should be able to work, you should be able to do everything as a normal day.
Do you even suggest to work out during periods?
No.
No, no.
A very good question. Because you are internally, there's a lot that's happening. So there are certain asanas that you do so that it relaxes your reproductive organs. But heavy exercises is another gimmick because the pad industry wants us to do more exercise, bleed more, and more pads are used.
Oh.
So there's a whole...
My God, it's also connected.
And so beautifully we've been fooled.
Yeah.
Through the ads that ये झांसी की रानी है, ये एवरेस्ट पे जाएगी, white कपड़े पहन के. Periods में क्यों जाना है एवरेस्ट पे white कपड़े पे? Why do we want to compete with men on our period days? We are equal. We don't have to prove it through our, going to any place or cycle for 10 hours in periods. We don't have to. But if we don't do it, how do we consume more pads? And it is directly related to our menopause.
Oh.
Right? So these are the symptoms and very important, facial hair.
Achha.
So if someone is having a lot of male pattern hair on their cheeks, on their chin, the girls will go for LASIK and then they'll be given sessions after session.
Yeah.
But the beauty is, Poonam, we all have hair across our body except the palm of our hands and the sole of our feet. But there are two kinds of hair. There is villus hair, which is not seen through the transparent eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And there is terminal hair, the hair on our head and our pubic area. So the minute you have excessive male hormones, they go and they sit on the villus hair and convert it into terminal hair. इसलिए हमें दाढ़ी मूंछ आने लगती है. And it really takes away the confidence of a woman, right? Especially young girls. So what is the solution? No LASIK, no popping pills, no razors. Balance your hormones and automatically the terminal hair converts into villus hair.
Oh.
And you will be back to normal.
Awesome.
So these are the symptoms, Poonam, and the good part is me along with my panel of doctors have created a 2 minutes hormonal assessment test. It is free and I would like you to put it for all the audience of ours.
Absolutely.
It takes 2 minutes, you click on it, you just answer certain questions and you get a score. If your score is less than 5, bravo, you're all healthy, continue what you're doing. If your score is more than 5, that means you have hormonal imbalance and it's time that you give care to your body.
Perfect. So आरती, ये जो प्रॉब्लम शुरू होती है ये आफ्टर मैरिज होती है, like mid age, like 30 to 32?
What a powerful question, Poonam. And you'll be surprised to know that I get girls as young as 13, 14 during their men. 13 साल की लड़कियां आती हैं because of hormonal imbalance, and I want to really appreciate the mothers who are not blaming it to their mood swings ki millennial hai aur ye aisi hoti hain young girls. They are really suffering. So from your first periods, every mom should look at these symptoms that we just discussed. Is my girl shutting the room? Is she always angry? Is she gaining weight? Does she have acne? Is she all the time irritable? Because 10th standard and 12th standard के exam से हमारे hormonal imbalance की journey शुरू हो सकती है. Because you're doing midnight snacking, you're taking a lot of stress, your physical activities are shutting. right? And like I explained you, hormones are molecules of fats and proteins. So आप जैसा input दोगे वैसा output आएगा. So as young as 13 and as old as your age of menopause is where the hormonal imbalance can happen to a woman at any age.
So Aarti, if the hormones are balanced, every woman should bleed for at least 50 years, till the age of 50, right?
Absolutely, Poonam. Absolutely.
Women out there, please keep a check on your health. And this is so much of information that you've shared with us, Aarti. Aarti, hormones and relationships, are they interconnected? Like अगर किसी का हार्मोन इम्बैलेंस है तो उनके relationships को problem पड़ती है?
What a powerful question, Poonam. And I want all the male audience also to listen to this very carefully. The answer is a 100% yes. Women have lack of sexual desire, or they have pain during sex, or they have absolute vaginal dryness. And because of these, they are getting distance from the husband. They don't want even the husband to touch her. Now, it's not normal, because in a normal scenario, if your hormones are balanced, you would want to have intimacy with your partner.
Correct.
Now, husbands are clueless. They feel she's not into me anymore. और शादी के 5 साल बाद तो ऐसा ही होता है, ऐसा नहीं होता है. Till whatever time you're married, intimacy is a very core of a relationship, right? So why does this happen? It happens because of hormonal imbalance. And the minute the hormones in the body starts secreting well, your natural lubrication happens, your desire to want the intimacy happens, and the relationships come closer. Also, Poonam, when the woman is working on her hormones, she's much happier, much calmer. And that's what a husband wants. The conversations are different. They are not तुम्हारी माँ ने मुझे 5 साल पहले ये बोला था. The conversation is ठीक है बोला था, but अभी क्या? Because the husband is thinking यार ये 5 साल पुरानी बात लेके कैसे याद रख रही है? वो नहीं रखना चाहती है, but उसके hormones उसको allow ही नहीं कर रहे respond करने. तो relationship में बहुत दरारें आती हैं. Mother daughter, mother son में दरारें आती हैं पूनम, because the mother is all the time angry. So the kids feel यार मेरी मम्मी हमेशा गुस्सा ही रहती है.
Right.
So relationships, again, relationship between a mother-in-law and a daughter-in-law, relationship between a husband and a wife, relationship between a mother and a kid, every relation goes for a toss because the hormones are not balanced. So husbands, if your wife has any of the symptoms, I request you to see this podcast, share it with her, and understand that this is not how she wants to be. This is not in her control. So help her to balance her hormones and have a very rocking relationship with your wife.
Share it with as many as people, because people should really know about all this.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Aarti, what should I do with this stress? मतलब how can we all live a stress-free life? मतलब पूरा दिन मैं meditate करूँ, क्या करूँ?
Wow, Poonam. So tell me something you think stress is bad?
Absolutely.
I want all of us who are listening to me comment. Do you think stress is bad?
I think yes.
So tell me something, Poonam. We go to a jungle. Okay? And there is a lion in front of you. What are you going to tell the lion? Lion, I'm living a stress-free life. I'm going to meditate. मैं बिल्कुल stress नहीं लूँगी. Is that what you're going to do when you see a lion?
No.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to run.
You're going to get stressed.
Of course.
Cortisol is going to release. It will go and pump the blood to your legs and you will run for your life. So is stress good or bad? Anything that's secreting in our body naturally cannot be bad. So cortisol is a stress hormone. We were meant to survive, right? So that's why stress is important. But what have we done in today's modern life? We have made cats as lions and we are secreting stress hormone. Mother-in-law ने कुछ बोल दिया, stress. Maid नहीं आई, stress. पति ने compliment नहीं दिया, stress. Lion, lion, lion. And that is the reason there is overflow of cortisol, Poonam. So stress is not bad. We are not able to distinguish between stress and non-stress issue. Lion and cat. And the minute we are able to do that, we'll become stress resilient. There is not a single soul in this world who can say I'm stress free. There are people who are stress resilient, and for that there are practices. You do journaling, you do meditation, you do deep breathing, you do pivoting. There are so many practices that you can make a part of your life to become stress resilient. पर stress को blame मत करो. आप उसको distinguish कर पा रहे हो क्या life से? उस पे focus करना चाहिए.
Perfect. So all you people listening, डिस्टिंग्विश कर लो भैया, रियल लायन कौन है लाइफ में तुम्हारे, आपका पति कि द रियल लायन. सो आरती, व्हाट इज योर मिशन?
So, Poonam, my mission is to make sure that my women are living a medicine free life. So, my mission's name is Freedom from PCOS. I help women balance their hormones naturally. So, if you're struggling with PCOS or thyroid or fibroids or endometriosis or adenomyosis or infertility, if you have failed IUIs or IVF, please know that you can heal yourself naturally without popping a single pill. And that's what I work for. I have a community of now 1 lakh plus women. I have reversed more than 6,500 of women's disorders. And this is what I've dedicated my life to.
My God, that is so good, Aarti. Such good work you do, so much blessings you get. What else you want in life?
Absolutely.
Continue doing the great work that you do. Also, one piece of advice to our listeners.
Put yourself first. Even when you go in a flight, they say that put the oxygen mask on you first, then help the others.
Correct.
As women, we have grown with this conditioning that help everyone around, put your family first, kids first. No child wants to see a irritable mother. No husband wants to see a woman in pain. So put yourself first, put yourself priority, and give that 1 hour to your health. It's not much that is needed. And when you start becoming healthier, everything else will fall in place. So my only advice is listen to your body, see if there is something that they're asking for a help, and take charge of your health.
Thank you, Aarti. Thank you so much for coming to our show. Thank you.
Thank you, Poonam.